Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Global Lab patch notes for August 1st. So we're getting a lot of information on Edania, which is the new region, the content schedule, and changes they're making. So Global Lab notes usually hit the live servers within the following week, so it's a good idea to actually check this out and see what you can prepare for in the future. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested in reading it yourself. It's translated from Korean to English, so I'll try to make it make sense. Anyway, Edania is mostly for endgame players, admittedly, so if you're not there, at least there's something to look forward to in the future. But let's see. Demon World Edania content schedule. All right, so basically all this is the same thing as here. All right, so it's been about a month since the Heido Ball, and we've known that you guys have been waiting for it. And they're putting the finishing touches on the new region. That's cool. And it's, coming out soon. Edania isn't just another region. It's a massive update bringing together new systems and content. And let's see. Since first impressions mattered, we've decided to take a bit more time so Edania can launch in the best possible state. And August 6th and August 7th. All right, so the first part of it, you know how Land of the Morning Light had two parts, like the first half of the region and the second half? I think this is what they mean for the new region as well. So the first update, I'm actually surprised that, Korea and all the other servers get it on the same day, more or less, like within a day, compared to before when Korea used to get regions like entirely months ahead before NA. So I think this is a good thing. New quest lines for the new region, new monster zones, so 3 new grind spots, new bosses, new content, whatever that means. Hopefully it's good. And new sovereign, sub-weapons, defense gear, light stones, consumables, and more. So yeah, all the people who are, at the end game and, all you're playing for is gear and everything, this is coming August 21st. That means the Sovereign sub-weapon has been delayed from supposedly next week to, the end of August, which kind of sucks for us. But at the same time, I'd rather have the game be in a good state than, just have something rushed and then they have it nerfed, or buffed in like a week or two. So as much as this sucks that a lot of the stuff is getting delayed, I think ultimately it's probably a good thing. It also gives, people who are not at the end game a little bit more time to start prepping for your sovereign weapons and just, more silver in general. So I think that's overall fine. Yeah, it does suck. I wish I had it next week, but at the same time, it gives me more time to just test grind spots and everything else. So, ultimately, I'm fine. The second update, September 10 to 11, Edania's main quest continued and the ending. That's actually kind of surprising. The fact that in a solid span of 2 to 3 weeks, you can do the entire quest line. That's kind of surprising. And the new monster zones. So we get a total of 5 new grind spots and then 5 new bosses. That's cool. So 5 new grind zones. I think that's equivalent to, Ulakita, which is basically the same thing. That entire region is basically just grind spots. There's nothing really much to do there. So I think it's probably going to feel the same exact way. They're delaying it, and it is what it is. So some screenshots. That's kind of cool, actually. That's a cool screenshot. That looks like a Warhammer screenshot, not gonna lie. But that also is hey, Star Zen 2.0 kind of thing. All right, so that's cool. Information for Edania. It's sad that everything's getting delayed, but it is what it is. Now, character balance changes. As mouse movement has been changed to be impossible when using skills, we have adjusted some classes that frequently use so-called magic control in PvP. Okay. Ninjas and Kunos are being adjusted at this time. They plan to adjust the influence of classes that use skills by moving the mouse to strengthen unique roles. I think this is a good idea. Like, obviously, they have to balance everything. But, you probably should have tested this before releasing it. But it is what it is. Okay, so let's see what's changing. Ninja and Kuno. So this is what both classes have in common, that they're being changed. Smokescreen has been changed to only apply to monsters. I see. The skill that applies both defense, judgment, and abnormal status effects has been changed from Smokescreen to Shadow Step. I have no idea what that means. I don't play either of these classes, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but we shall see. The defense has been changed. Before the change, it was forward guard. After the change, it's super armor. I think this is an upgrade. Forward guard is protecting your front, obviously. Super armor is full 360 protection. So that seems like a good change. In the case of Kuno's strong defense will also be changed the same way. Yeah, so forward guard to super armor. That's a good change. For Succession Ninja, there's no guard while moving backwards or when in queue. The concealment has been changed to compensate now. Let's see, what does this mean? The skill is automatically activated when using a skill or a stealth skill. Dude, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I have no idea how to play Kuno or Ninja. The only experience I have with either of these is I played Awakening Kuno for a little bit because I liked the Chakram. I thought it looked cool and the spinny abilities. But that's about it. So I wish I knew more and had an opinion of any of this. All right, so the status effect changed from floating to knockdown. That's an upgrade. Knockdown is the strongest CC in the game. The effect of crit hit chance when using a skill has been changed to melee attack power. So plus 20 AP for 10 seconds. That seems pretty good. Increasing crit. Yeah, you can get 100% crit chance easily these days for all classes. And, 1 or 2 Reforge plus 5 on your sheet for 18%. And then, 30 from your add-ons. That's 50 to another 50. So either getting 100 is pretty easy these days. Stun effect to only apply to monsters. I see. That seems like a nerf if it's like a PvP change, but it is what it is. That looks cool, actually. Yeah, I just don't know what to say about all that. Berserker. Still, skill stamina consumption has been changed from 250 to 150. That's a good change. Wait, that's Lava Piercer, right? I see. Isn't that a strong skill? And now it's a little bit stronger. Like, it costs less to use, which is a buff. Yeah, that's probably good. Falling Rock. Predatory Hunt when SF using the skill. Oh, so you can flow it easily. That's good. I guess that makes up for it. The Giant Leap. The falling speed has been increased when continuously triggered in the air. Oh, I see. Okay. Class modifications for a lot of Zerkers. Valkyrie. Defense effects. Okay, and more Valkyrie and the Shai. Shai buffs were not applied during the Dark Rift. That's oddly specific. All right, the description of this has been changed. I have no idea what that means, not gonna lie. But it's something with a +1. What does that mean? I see. All right, anyway, we'll figure that out next week. The monster balance of the spots have been changed. This looks like... Oh, okay, hold on. Let me guess these grind spots. You know that the BDO GeoGuessr thing? I tried that once. Let me guess the grind spot by the picture. Raccoon Bandit. Fox Bandit. This is Honglim. I guess that makes sense. I'm not even looking at the name. I didn't look at it, but if I didn't look, that's Hex. At first impressions, this looks like... Well, it's Tungrad, but this looks like Ezerhead Highlands. And then this is Cadry and Oluns, obviously. All right, so let's see what they change with it. When Hex Marie appears, the soul will no longer be full. Hex Marie will no longer hex warriors. You know what they need to change about Hex Marie? One, the summon time that takes like 45 seconds. And two, the loot is terrible compared to the other ones like Gigagore, Giant, and Ogre. Or the Cyclops. Yeah, Hex Marie is the weakest in terms of loot. The number of miscellaneous items obtained by Green Orc has been reduced from 14 to 16 to 2 to... That's so bad. Okay. Agris Fever. So using Agris is more beneficial from 27 to 4. The life. Oh, so they're reducing life from everything in Honglim. So I guess it's easier now. Yeah, if you complain enough, this is what happens. These changes go through, so that's good. Honglim might be good again. I don't know, but we'll test it again. Health of Tungrad aesthetics has been reduced from before. I haven't tested Tungrad yet, or Ezerhead yet, but I will do that in the future. The health of commanders have been reduced by 20%, and regular enemies are 10%. The health of Rock Colossus, Stone Golems, and everything 30%, and the heart reduced by 20% for Dekia too. Oh, that's good. Marnie's secret room has been added to Elvia or Zekia. You can enter by giving 1 Void Crystal or Soul Maggie at the base. Oh, so Marnie Lab for an hour. That's cool. Admittedly, this is a very difficult spot. Well, difficult by like stats required. And to the point where I don't think I've ever seen this place full except for like day 1 or like the first week. But now I guess you can have a Marnie realm for it, so that's fine. But there are only so many people that have over 1,600 monster AP these days. So I don't think finding a spot was particularly difficult. Edania pre-orders are now open. The castle... Oh, so just... When they say pre-orders, I thought like that we were about to spend real money. But okay, let's find out. So I guess this is like what they mean is pre-quest. Okay. So you can do like a prequel story quest. We'll do that when that comes out. Why not? It's content. The damage of the new and improved weapons have been adjusted for node and sieges. New Testament. Damage reduced by 19%. 1223. I see. Hunting Grounds, Elvia or Zekia has been added to the entire UI. Yeah, so I've noticed that you'd have to sort by it, like manual type it before. The quest, repeat Voltarian's Lightning Strike to have been removed from the quest tab. How many people actually have the Voltarian? You have to do a lot of PvP to get it. And that's a lot of, you know, I don't think many people actually have Voltarian yet, but I'm glad they're fixing something. Fiction issue where the health UI would not update when the maximum health increased due to health experience. And the Furious Miraculous Cheer would not be used repeatedly. Excuse me? Hold on. Pause. This seems like a big issue. Health UI would not update. Okay, so like it did. It's just a visual error. Okay. Cool. Story quest text issues. Party bosses were not recorded in certain situations after the weekly reset has been fixed. That's good. Fixed an additional attack power displayed on monsters was not reflected in the ability window. That's pretty important. Adventure journals has been fixed, and controller support. Okay, so this is actually a pretty quick patch notes compared to last week, which was almost an hour. So TLDR, crystal change, Kuno's ninjas Berserkers changed, Shai's and Valkyries as well a little bit, and Edania has been delayed. So with that said, I guess this was the whole patch of very minimal changes this week, and we just have, another 2 weeks of grinding. I don't really know what to say about this, but I guess it's like I'm glad they updated it instead of, we're just here, we're delaying it and giving us a still random day, but at least we know. So anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.